Hey basketball coaches and basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to talk to you about how you can shoot over taller defenders in basketball. Whether or not you're a tall player already, it doesn't matter. You're going to need to learn how to do this proficiently over the next few years, no matter what age you're at. Mainly because, well, let's face it, there's always going to be that one player who's taller than you. So knowing how to be able to shoot over him is going to be very important. Okay, so number one is technically not even shooting at all. Number one is when you first get that ball and you've got a taller defender closing out on you, what is the one thing that every tall player wants to do? That one thing that player wants to do is to block your shot. So when you get that ball and there's a taller player closing out on you, what you need to do is do a shot fake, get him in the air, and then you have two options. You have yourself an option to drive towards the basket and get an easy layup, or you can take that shot fake, one dribble to the side, now he's flying by you, and you can take your shot from here. And all it takes is one shot fake, one dribble, and then you've got yourself an open shot. Now, what happens if you don't see it coming right away, and you really do need to get that shot up over top of a gigantic defender? We've all been there. I'm 6'2". I've had 6'6", 6'8" guys closing out on me. And I'm like, oh, how the hell am I going to get that shot off? Well, there's a few tips that I can give you to be able to shoot over those taller defenders, even if they're jumping when they're trying to close out on you. Number one is you want to get as much arc on that shot as possible. And to get more arc on your shot, you're going to need to have a higher release point. You can't be having your shot normal where a lot of players will shoot forward like that. Even myself, I get into a habit where I'm just shooting forward. You're really going to need to know how to shoot at a high release point so that you can get that ball over that defender. Another tip to give you is you need to jump higher as well. So these quick little hop shots are not going to help. They're not going to help you all that much. Of course, you might have a high release point, but if you can get higher, if you can jump 2 or 3 inches higher on your jump shot, that's going to allow you to get 2 or 3 inches higher than your defender's hands so that you can release the basketball at a higher release point again so that that player doesn't block your shot. Now, another tip that I can give you is if you did do a shot fake and he's quite literally in the air and he's about to land on you, what you need to do is when you go up for your shot then, because if he's going to land on you, you might as well go up for a shot. There's no sense holding onto the ball, letting him land, foul you, and you not getting some extra shots on this. So if you've done your shot fake, he's in the air and he's about to land on you, then get your shot up, put your elbow out first so that you can block a little bit of his body. You want to protect yourself first, but then you're in the shooting motion so that you can get those extra shots. Okay, so some really quick tips on how you can get a higher release point and how to shoot a basketball in general. So first off, a lot of players, they shoot from their chest. You don't want to do that. That's not going to give you a high release point. You're going to get blocked a lot more often. So you need to have what I call proper shooting form, which is essentially a shooting form that is going to and has been studied and all that other fun stuff. It's basically a guarantee that it's going to be a straight shot, that you're going to have your elbow underneath the ball, this part of your arm straight up, the ball is on your fingertips so you have more control over the ball, and when you shoot, the ball's going to go off your middle finger. So it's going to look like that. That's going to give you a straight shot no matter how high your release point really is. So these are some of the tips that you can use to be able to shoot over a taller defender. So let's recap really quickly. Number one, when you get that ball, shot fake, dribble to the side, and then take your shot. That's number one. Number two, have a higher release point. Being able to get that ball up higher, not releasing from here, but releasing from up here, and then being able to jump higher as well, which is going to give you an extra couple of inches on that shot. But also, when you start putting more arc on that ball, when you're giving more of an angle or more of an arc on that ball, you're going to need to use more legs anyways to get that ball to reach the rim. And then going from there, being able to take your shot fake and be able to draw the foul when the other player is in the air and he's about to land on you. Instead of just standing there and letting him foul you, get into the act of shooting so that you can get that foul. If you're in the three-point line and you get fouled and you're shooting and you're taking your shot, you're gonna get 3 free throw shots, and those are a lot easier to hit than a 3-point shot with a tall guy on you anyways. I hope that you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow for another Twice a Day basketball video.